Hello Year 6 and welcome to Tuesday the 26th of January's math session. First of all, let's check yesterday's answers. Pause the video, tick them off. Good job. And yesterday's twist it. Colin thinks that 11% of 620 is 68. Why is he incorrect? Colin has not found 1% correctly. When dividing 620 by 100, he didn't slide it correctly and forgot to include the digit after the decimal place. The answer should be 68.2. He forgot the 0.2 in his calculation. Then I'll solve it. If 6% could ride a bicycle, and the rest of them couldn't, 100% minus 6% means that 94% could not ride a bike. And then how many adults that took part in the survey couldn't ride a bike? Well, 6% of the 400 adults is 28. 28 adults could not ride a bike. Well done if you got that correct. Okay, today we're going to be moving on to finding fractions of amounts. This will lead back into us finding percentages in different ways, but we're just going to recap how to find fractions of amounts. Okay, so first of all, on our hook it, what do all of the diagrams represent? They all show the same thing, but what is it? Well done if you've noticed that they all represent 1 part of 5, or 1/5. We've got one of the stars coloured in 5, like a star rating. We've got one of the faces of this neck coloured compared to the 5. We've got one slice of this cake or pizza. We've got one triangle within this trapezium. We've got one person out of the 5 is white. And then on this one we've got 2 parts, but it's 2 parts of 10. 2 parts of 10 is equivalent to 1/5. So when we're thinking about fractions, we're thinking about a whole thing being divided into equal amounts. Each of the stars are the same size. Each person has the same value. Each face is the same size. Each slice of the cake is the same size. So whenever we're thinking of a fraction, it's the whole thing split into an equal number of parts. It has to be fair. I want you to hold that in your mind while we go through today's work. So in our first teach it today, we have got 1 star coloured out of 5. We've got our 1/5, and we're going to find 1/5 of 255. So this 255 has to be split into 5 equal pieces. Now the best way to split a number equally into 5 equal pieces is to do a division. We can use our bus stop method for this. We can draw it out. 255 divided by 5. We want to make 5 equal groups. We've got 200 here. How many groups can we make? 2 into 5, sorry, 5 into 2. We can't do it, so we're going to move that to the next column. We've now got 25. How many groups of 5 can we make? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We can make 5 groups. Got 5 in the ones. How many groups can I make? 5. Just the one. So if you imagine this 51, there'd be 50, each star would be worth 51. So each of these would be worth 51. And if I added them all together, that looks more like a 6 than a 5 now. If I added them all together, it would equal 255. So the whole of my 255 has been split equally, and 1/5 of it is 51. My second example here, we've got a shape. It's split into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces, and I want to find 1 part of 6, 1/6 of 240. Okay, I've got a number here. The best way to split it equally is to divide it. So I've got 240, there it is, and I'm dividing it into 6 equal pieces. How many 6s go into 2? Can't do that, so I'm going to move those 200s into the tens, giving me 24 tens. How many 6s can I make with those 24 tens? 6, 12, 18, 24. I can make 4 groups. How many groups of 6 can I make with 0? I can't make any. So each of these sections would represent 40. I've got 240 split into 6 equal pieces. Each of these would represent 40. Just write those on. I think you get the gist. Okay, in this shape, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 equally sized fractions, and I've got 1 coloured in. I'm going to find 1/8 of 4,000. Again, the easiest way will be to use our short division method. It'd certainly be easier if I had a pen and pencil. So I'm going to do 4,000 divided by 8. How many groups of 8s can I put into 4? I've only got 4, can't do that, so I'm going to put those thousands into the hundreds. Now I've got 40 hundreds. How many groups of 8? 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. I've got 5 groups. How many groups in 0? None. How many groups in 0? None. Which means that each of these sections I could put into them 500, and one of those sections would represent 500. So 1/8 of 4,000 is 500. Okay, and for this one, we've got a whole shape and it's divided into 10 equal pieces with 1 coloured in. So we're going to find 1/10 of 36. Now to find 1/10 of 36, I'd need to divide by 10. So we're dividing into 10 equal pieces. Now this time I'm not going to use the short division method. I could, however I know that when I divide by 10 I'm better off sliding it. I'm going to slide it 1 place to the right, giving me the answer of 3.6. Okay, it's your turn to practice it. First of all, you're finding a 6th, so you need to divide by 6. You find an 8th, divide by 8. Finding a quarter, divide by 4. Finding a 5th, divide by 5. I'm going to change my colour pen here because I wouldn't use short division to divide by 10 or to divide by 100. Instead, I would slide 1 place to divide by 10 and 2 places to divide by 100. Pause the video and try your practice it. Good job. Let's have a look at the answers. Tick off the ones you got correct. Excellent. Okay, here's your independent learning. Don't forget that you can use either your short division or your sliding method. The sliding only works for dividing by 10 and dividing by 100. Pause the video and complete your do it. Good job. Let's move on to our twist it and solve it. So today's twist it. Colin has found 2/5 of 100 by dividing 100 by 5. His answer is 20. Why is he incorrect? Think about this. He's been asked to find 2/5, not 1/5, but 2/5. What has he actually found by dividing 100 by 5? Okay, and today's solve it. Would you rather be given a quarter of 12 chocolate bars, a 5th of 10 chocolate bars, or a 6th of 6 chocolate bars? So for this one, you need to find out how many chocolate bars you would get for each of them. So what is a quarter of 12? What is a 5th of 10? What is a 6th of 6? And once you've worked them out, tell me which one you'd rather. If you're like me and you like chocolate, you'll want the one with the most chocolate bars. If you're not keen on chocolate, then you'd want the one with the least chocolate bars, but you need to tell me why. Excellent, good job. Let's review it. Upload your work onto Class Dojo, but if you're stuck on any of your work, you can message me on Class Dojo, and tomorrow I'll go through the answer to today's do it, twist it, and solve it.